I'm a crypto individual. I have $1 million in my crypto. What to do with it? Why Sobha?
Among 10 projects at Sobha is the number one biggest demanded project.
100% MBR in Dubai. It's one of the best places to invest your money.
Yeah. Even with the closed eyes, you investing anywhere in Dubai, you're making a lot of money.
What do you need to do to have this vision at that time without anything? How you can sell the entire building in one day?
I hope it doesn't go to the management of Sobha.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in again at our OneLink Properties Podcast here in Dubai. We are here with Nick, our
What's
head
up?
of content, and with Babur. He's one of the Sobha representatives. Sobha, for those of you that don't know, it's one of the top developer.
Yeah.
I would argue in the Middle East, in GCC, not only in Dubai. And we wanted to invite him so he can provide you insights with regards to the project, the real estate market. You know, I always tell this to my investors, right? I can tell you so much about a project or a developer, you know what I mean? But the best information you will get it from who? From the people inside there. People that work with the developer full time, they are trained, they know everything inside there. So that's why we created this series of podcasts so that we can provide you with valuable insights directly from the developer itself through capable representatives. In this case, it's our friend Babur. We've been doing business with him for some time. He's been working with Sobha and he's very sharp. Maybe you've seen one of the videos that our colleague Brad did with him.
We already have the video about Sobha, why it is so popular, why it is giving this huge amount of ROIs. They're building amazing quality properties.
Yeah.
So you can go there and check it out because we filmed it in the office directly there. But Babur, today's podcast is all about the crypto bull run because it's already started. We feel that the Bitcoin price is going up and down, but when the time comes, we will publish this podcast. Maybe Bitcoin go to the moon. So we want to know where our audience need to reinvest money. That's exactly the question. Because
at OneLink Group, we work mostly with crypto individuals and companies, high and ultra high net worth. We get this question a lot, which is okay, I have this money in crypto, how we can diversify? Where should we put our money? And obviously one of the best answers is real estate. Yeah. And one of the best markets for real estate is Dubai. So I guess, just for our audience, why do you think from your perspective it's important to diversify your portfolio and why Dubai real estate market as a whole?
I have a thing that I always tell to the investors, even with the closed eyes, right? You choose any project in Dubai, you're investing anywhere in Dubai, you're making a lot of money. So far, what we've seen in the development, in the thriving of Dubai is maybe less than 50%, right? So even if you look at the plots, even if you look at the lands that are remaining in Dubai, means that we've only seen the half, maybe less than half of its, what it can utilize. Right?
Yes.
Before joining, before coming to Dubai, before joining real estate, I was asking myself, what is the best business, to do to use my skills, and where, right? Yeah. It comes to real estate all over the world because by second, population is increasing, right? People have to live somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. And demand for real estate will always be there. All the time, there is all over the world, supply is less than the demand for real estate.
100%.
So, and where is the best to do this real estate? Better than Dubai?
Yeah, of course. It's the buying power here.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a scarce asset. Population is increasing. And it's one of the most stable and expensive assets, which means that the commissions are good, the ROIs are good, everything is good, And I think even over the years, if you see because all markets are cyclical, including real estate, right? Every 10 years, there's a crash, something happens. But if you look in the last 50, 60, 100 years, there might be sometimes a correction, right? It's normal to any market. Yeah. But it always goes up on the long run. And it's something tangible, worst case scenario, you have a place to live. Yeah. Nobody kicks you out. You don't, go on the streets.
This is a very good point that you're mentioning in the last 50 years, in the last 100 years. Imagine we are 50 years ago or 100 years ago in Singapore or New York or in this metropolitan city. Yeah. They have been going through the same chaos that Dubai is going through.
Yep.
Now, Dubai, the government learned a lot of mistakes of the other countries, of the other these metropolitan cities. Yeah. And they've building, city planning on a strategic level. They've approached it so broadly so cleverly. So what Dubai is saying basically, other nations are, they're proud to look back at the 50 years, 500 years. But Dubai is proud to look at the future 50 years, future 100 years.
Yeah.
And they're actually doing it now.
Yes.
We are seeing the result within our lifetime, right? So imagine, take any investor from 50 years ago, right? Who were present during those times in New York or in any other city. They would just, dive into this Dubai. 100%. They know that, what government is doing. They have to get big chunk of this place.
Yeah. I like the thought about that. Dubai is actually using experience of other countries. They've already done it, but they see what they've done and they just doing it better.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a good point.
You can only have something like this once you have leaders in power that they don't worry about stealing money from people.
Yeah,
Once
this is another thing about Arabs, basically.
Yeah.
Not only Dubai, but Dubai utilized this thing very strongly.
Yeah, like they have different interests, and this does not happen in the Western world. Western world politics and leaders there, they are consumed with their greed. They are consumed of trying to make their money for themselves. But here, this is what I noticed, and that's why I live here. That's why many of my friends, investors, live here. And they invest here because they trust the leader. Very important.
Exactly. Yeah,
you cannot hide. You cannot, people see through the bullshit and they see through the mask.
Yeah.
The leaders of Dubai and UAE, and not just UAE and Dubai, Saudi, GCC, the countries in this area, they are just different, man. They have different vision. They really care about the people. They want to build better infrastructure, better living conditions. Like I was watching some of the videos. There's only a few videos with Sheikh Mohammed on Instagram and YouTube.
Really?
Man, from like 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's crazy. Like you can see he's the biggest visionary the world has seen. And how he's speaking about his people. And he's like, he was naming himself a tribe leader.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that his people need money and need the housing now. They need medical care now. They need schools now. Not in 10 years, not in 20 years now.
Yeah.
So he was saying like, how can you say that you are a leader when your people don't have house, when your people don't have food?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just something very. I get chills actually. See, look,
every time I watch this video or talk about this, looking at those times, when Dubai was just very primitive, and
initially
he's saying exactly what we are seeing right now.
Yeah,
he's saying, but at that
time,
man, I think it's just divine connection, and it's also good, genuine, friendly intention behind it. That's high vibe, high vibration, high energy, because there's a scale to vibrations to energy. I won't go into much details, but you understand this, right?
Yeah.
Like the lower the vibe, the negative emotion and everything. When you're high vibration, you are connected with divine. When you want good for everybody. It helps you materialize and get your vision into life. And I think that's exactly what happened with Dubai, if you ask me.
Yeah, but for me, it's just a secret. How you can see at that time without internet, without you don't have information in your hands. You can scroll, you can find, you can inspire, but which type of books, which type of, I don't know what you need to do to have this vision at that time without anything. It's impossible. I mean, it's just like the pure power of God, the pure power of universe. I don't know how to name it properly, but still. For me, that is a miracle. So Dubai is a miracle, A lot of people, when they see Dubai on a brochure, on internet, and when you're coming here and see it in real life, it feels completely different.
Fantastic.
Bro, I think you can scale it down to just a company, and you can, create an analogy based on this. In a company, you can compare the leader of Dubai to a CEO, right? But in that company, if the CEO is very negative, he's very emotional, he's very like this, it will impact the whole company, and it will reflect into how the office is being operated, how the team operates, everything, right? Leaders have an impact on everything. And so I think that's exactly the case with Dubai. It's just on a huge scale.
Yeah.
But I was discussing actually, because I never saw him, I maybe accidentally saw him one time in the mall or something, but I have a friend actually that worked for his office for 5 to 10 years, and he will work close to the royal, to the family, And he told me, Stefan, when this man is speaking, there's no bad thing coming out of his mouth. You don't get any feeling of negativity or anything. He's just very, very wise. He's very wise. So it's just beautiful, bro. I mean, if you ask me, I would rather be in a country like this where I know that anything happens, shit hits the fan, I'm at least protected and the leader has my best interest in his mind. And you can see that. And why I always tell my investors, like, where do you want to keep your money? In the Western world where everything is shaking, where everything is unstable, they are pushing the transgender, gay agenda, everything, or in a country where you can believe and trust the leaders. I'll give you an example where Dubai was a very good bet and how the leaders, impact this kinds of situation. 2 examples, actually. One, during COVID. During COVID, everything shut down, 2019, complete lockdown. Dubai had a lockdown for a couple of weeks only. But because they're independent, they decided that, okay, let's assess the situation, which is a smart thing to do, complete lockdown for a couple of weeks. But then, okay, I see that this situation is impacting the businesses, impacting the people. Okay, COVID is not very aggressive. It's not very dangerous. So, okay, let's keep it open. Let's not do what everybody else does. Let's keep it open so that the business and the economy keeps going. And that's exactly what happened. But my point here is that while other people in HoReCa, which is hotel, restaurants, cafe, and tourism sectors, in other countries, they went bankrupt. Nobody made any money. Landlords, they lost money. People couldn't buy and pay for the rent. Dubai was still striving. People that had money parked here in any business, they still made money. Maybe not the same, but they still made money. So at least they survived. You know what I mean? So that's one example. Second example is the war situation. So you said something very interesting in the beginning, which is those leaders here, okay, they capitalize on the mistakes of others and they learn from the mistakes of others. And we saw that, first of all, with the Russia-Ukraine situation. When the war started, what happened? They opened the gates for everybody and they capitalized on that. People came flooding to Dubai, spending money, because maybe not from an investment perspective, but from a safe haven perspective. They understood that here they are seen as human being, as citizen. They are treated equally. Like at the end of the day, I wouldn't even I was Russian or Ukrainian. I don't have anything with anyone. But even if I was in this situation, I wouldn't like other people to treat me based on my leader, which I sometimes don't have any connection with or any power to change him. Even, you know what I mean? So why? So I feel like that's something beautiful, and that's why it's also good karma. I think Dubai is benefiting greatly from good karma. Anytime any situation craze happens in the world, war, earthquakes, they always help the civilians, because that's the most important part, not the leaders. They stay neutral. They don't get involved in any conflicts, but they always send aid to all the parties. Like Israel with Palestine, they send to both parties. But you could argue that Dubai and UAE, it's an Islamic country. So why did they have to send to the Jews? They didn't have to do it, but they did it. Why? Because of the humanity. They sent to both parties, and they are doing this. And it's just a smart strategy. And more than anything, it's just.
But how that is possible in just 100 years, and it's changed completely. But Dubai is not 100 years, right?
No, it's less than 50, 60 years or something.
50, 60 years, and it's
there's videos from 50 years where it was doing
I like to see, I like to scroll Instagram and see videos about before, after.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You have to see it.
You have to see it. But let's roll back a little bit more to Sobha. So first of all, I have a question. As an example, I'm a crypto millionaire. I cash out $1 million in crypto and I want to buy real estate. Why Sobha? Why not Damak or other developers?
Catch up with what Stefan said. I really like the way how you think, bro. Really, And before jumping to Sobha, I'd like to discuss a few points again. Maybe it will be useful to the investors, to the crypto, audience who are just starting their journey with Dubai. Because sometimes I'm receiving questions from the investors. They came to Sobha, but they still have something in their mind. Why Dubai? So they give, why Sobha is developing only in Dubai, not Abu Dhabi, right? Why not in Saudi, for example, right? So overall, again, all Arab countries geographically in the center, right? Even this is coming in the religious scriptures as well. That's why these wars next to us, everything is happening surrounding. Arab countries are becoming the very, very hot spot because of the location and because of also, this it is written in from the religious books basically, right? Another thing, it is safe. Now, the points that you said regarding the leaders of the government, right? They are not greedy.
Yes.
And they are not relying on anybody's money. What's interesting is maybe 80%, maybe 90% even of the money, because locals are not that big investors. They're investing like for the 10, 15, 20 years in the future to the Jabal Ali, because they've seen what happened in Palm, for example, right?
Yeah.
But now, if you have money, if you enter to the Jabal Ali, you have to wait to 10, 15 years. No, this is locals doing it. They don't care. They want to invest and wait. This is their style. So 80, 90% of the investors, they're coming from all over the world.
Yes.
And the money is not being financed by the bank.
Yeah.
You understand? So last year, there were, this been very popular on the, social medias, that 250,000 registered new residents. They all, Dubai, it made it easy to come to Dubai, right?
Yes.
UAE, different kind of visas. Everybody wants to come here to develop their careers, open businesses. So driving force is coming from there. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, but this is very interesting because people don't comprehend, don't understand the situation. It's like you have 250,000 people, new residents moving to Dubai every single year, but then you have only like 10,000 units being handed over by developers every single year.
Yeah.
So there's a clear gap between supply and demand when it comes to housing. Maybe you could argue that, okay, look, not anybody have money to buy properties and live there, but there's smart investors from outside coming, buying those properties and renting it to those people that are moving here.
Yeah.
So there's a clear demand. And we see that actually Sharjah, heck, even Ras Al Khaimah, we have some people that they work in Dubai, they commute every single day, 1.5 hours, 2 hours drive away. They come from all those areas which are obviously cheaper,
They are not greedy, they are not corrupt, and they learned about the, different kind of, starting from the tax, so much tax that you have to pay to own the property or other places, and the difficulty of investing in those countries.
Yeah.
So they simplified maximum. Everything is online, everything is protected. And again, they're not greedy, they're not corrupt. This is the fundamental thing for the parking of your money. Let's say you're parking of your money, and it is growing. Population is increasing.
Of course, because a solid foundation attracts big investors. So I don't think if I buy a property now, I'm going to make money from another individual that's coming and buying. There's real big money coming from VCs, from investors, from funds, from banks.
Yeah.
When those people are investing, they are doing like 10 billion, 1 billion at a time. So if even those big players are coming now and they're seeing Dubai and ranking it as the safest place in the world to invest, and where I'm going with this and where I have this thing from, there's a bank, UBS it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's Union Bank of Switzerland. It's one of the biggest privately held bank in the world. They have a couple trillions of dollars assets under management. And as part of their portfolio, they invest into real estate. So even right now, you can Google UBS Real Estate Bubble Index globally, and you can see the report that they are generating every single year and how they rank Dubai as the safest place in the world to invest their money in real estate. And those people, bear in mind, they're managing the assets of 80% of world's billionaires.
Yep.
So, when people are telling me like, oh, Dubai's real estate bubble, oh, this or that, and I look at them, and I ask them, what's a real estate bubble? First of all, they don't know what to answer. Second of all, I understand that they don't even have an asset. They don't even have like a high net worth. They just
hear it from
somebody and they just replicate. So it's very important, guys. Where do you get your information from? And who do you get advice from? If you are going to the gym, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to take muscle building advice from a fat guy. Okay? It's the same with investing.
And lift something heavy that you cannot, right?
Exactly. Exactly, So
you have
very
to talk
important
to the coach.
Exactly. Talk to the coach, or if you don't want to deal directly with somebody and you can't trust somebody because you don't know them and it's hard, it takes time to build a relationship to trust somebody. Look at the big players. What the big players are doing.
Exactly.
When a huge bank that has trillions of dollars assets under management tells everybody that Dubai is one of the safest places in the world to invest in real estate, and they give you a breakdown and arguments why, bro, I trust them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are smarter than me. They are smarter than you. They are smarter than us all together. And
right. Yeah.
I bet they have
They have
huge
more resources to test.
Huge teams behind it that are doing research on the market and everything. But here's the thing. People we are dealing with, crypto investors, they are smart. Most people say, no, they are stupid. No, they're actually smart. That's why they make it in crypto. That's why they make money. Because crypto, it's very much a PvP, which is player versus player style of investment, you know? Because inherently, if I buy a coin, I have to sell it before you. There's no situations where everybody makes money. You know, always somebody has to lose so I can win, right? In crypto. So because of that, they need to develop this business acumen and this investment strategy so they can be successful, so they can be. So the first one that if you buy it at $100 a coin, you can sell it at $1,000. You make profit, but you know when to exit. So that being said, I feel like those crypto individuals, they are waking up more and more and they understand the importance of diversifying their portfolio. Most of the people in our network that are buying real estate in Dubai now, they've been through the bull run because it's cyclical every 4 years. They've been through the last bull run and the second bull run, and they did mistakes before. Which is they didn't sell at the right time, they didn't put money into tangible assets, and now they don't want to repeat the same mistake. You know,
they want to be prepared.
They want to be prepared, exactly. So now when they make money, and we had Jay in our podcast. He's very smart, very, very smart guy. He was like, bro, I got burned so many times. I saw my money go up and down, and then I decided whenever I see a little bit of profit, I just take it. And sure enough, he became very successful because every time he was getting 10, 20%, 30%, double the money, you know what I mean? But if you're greedy...
Follow the plan.
Exactly, follow the plan.
Exactly what he said.
Exactly. And now he's one of the real estate investors in Dubai.
So that's why I'm curious to know. For example, I'm a crypto individual. I have $1 million in my crypto. What to do with it? Why Sobha?
Let's say in the whole world, right? From those cities, some of the cities, Tokyo, whatever, New York, where can you buy a real estate? And let's talk about the luxury property because Sobha is the premium developer, right? Luxury and ultra luxury developer. Where and what is the size of the unit that you can buy in the whole world in those cities?
Like
with $1 million.
London, Paris, New York, Singapore.
So these are statistics alone, right? There is people are doing research regarding this. With $1 million in Hong Kong, you can get around 22 square meters of apartment.
It's ridiculous.
We just taking the average.
Yeah.
And then it rises in the Tokyo and then Paris, New York, etc., etc. And the biggest luxury unit for $1 million with the size of 140 square meters you can get in Dubai.
Yeah.
When we're talking about the luxury properties.
Yeah.
So there will be a time, I believe there will be a time where for $1 million you'll be able to get only 100 square meters of land. Only 50 square meters of apartment. So
it's
this
very
is
early, very, very early when people, they have no idea what they're talking about. Like I have people waiting for the crash for like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years since COVID.
Everybody's waiting.
Numbers are there.
Waiting. Next year.
Where? How?
On YouTube, only video with like Dubai is a bubble. They get millions of views, 2 million, 3 million, but it's not happening.
Exactly. What people don't understand, because knowledge is power, right? And when you understand how the market moves, that's the most important thing you can do in your life. Because there's always lagging indicators that will help you identify market correction, for example.
Market corrections.
Like economic growth, population growth, increasing prices in rentals, increasing prices in properties, how those relate to each other. Those really basic stuff, if you dive a little bit into it, you will really understand how the market moves, and you can predict 1 year before when the market is going to crash, and you can exit at the right point. But the beauty of this is that you don't have to do this. You don't have to occupy your mind with statistics and with the technical stuff. But that's why you need somebody. And I'm not saying it's us. Okay, there's many capable agents on the market. Many of them, I mean,
if this makes sense, then let them take this advice. If it doesn't, let them talk.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but you need to make sure, very important, you work with somebody that has the knowledge, they know what they're talking about, they know the game, how to play it.
Experience.
But, and please understand something. If you are working with the right agent, like for us, right? I know how we operate. Like we go beyond to make money for the client because we know he's going to buy from us again. So for us, we don't care what developer we work with. If Sobha has good projects and good opportunities, we will push them to Sobha. If Ellington has good opportunities, we push them to Ellington. Damak, Imar, so our job as agents or our agencies is to analyze the market, find the best deals, and very important, which many agents are skipping this part, negotiating the deal for the client.
Yes.
So many agents, they have no idea. They just try to push you the first thing they get. But you can get so much leverage.
And there is the limit that you can squeeze maximum.
Yes, exactly. So there's a leverage you can get when you work with the right agent, which will ultimately make you more money. And we can discuss about this a little bit. Payment plan. Why is it important to have a capable agent that negotiates a good payment plan for you? Well, let's take this example. Let's say ex-developer. His payment plan for a new project is 70% during construction, 30% on handover, right? Unit price is $1 million, right? Which means that you, during construction of 3 years, you'll have to spend and keep $700K in that deal, right? Now, if you work with an agent that knows what he's doing, he will be able to negotiate for you quite easily sometimes, 50-50. So instead of you spending $700K in the 3-year time span into a property, you'll only be $500K, and the $200K you can take it and leverage a smaller unit. So now, instead of buying just 1 unit, you can buy 2 units. But here's the catch. The capital appreciation that the unit is getting and the project is getting, it's on the entire amount, which means that you double, triple your money. So when somebody is telling you that off-plan properties are getting 10% capital appreciation, that's on the entire unit amount. So if the unit is $1 million, you get $100K a year capital appreciation. But if you only put $500K into the deal, you get basically 20% pretty much. Yeah?
Yes, you're talking about the right thing. So you're not paying the whole amount, but the appreciation is for the whole amount. This is the sweetest part actually, regarding the off-plan investment.
Exactly.
Yes.
And another thing that people have to understand, there's 2 different types of buyers in the Dubai market especially. There's investors that invest into off-plan. They care about the capital appreciation. And the best time to jump into a deal for them is pre-launch or during the launch, because you get the best price. Plus, one thing that they maybe don't know, and we will tell them, all the developers, especially for big projects, they are increasing the price artificially every now and then, every 6 months. So say I'm Sobha, I have a huge project like with 10,000 units, right? Initial phase will be one price. In 6 months, if the project is not sold out, I will increase the price with 10%, which means that new buyers will come, will buy at a higher price. You automatically make profit no matter what.
That's exactly what's happening.
So that's exactly what's happening. Now think about, because like we all always say, like, and that's the reality. It's just the reality. You always get 10% appreciation no matter what. Almost any project gets 10% appreciation. But now imagine you work with somebody that knows what they're doing, and they negotiate a good payment plan for you so you can leverage more of your capital. You can get 2 units instead of 1. And then maybe you can get on discount. Maybe you get access to a unit which is like in high demand, like high floor, best view, everything. That's how you play the game.
Exactly.
That's what makes the difference.
The floor level.
Because then you can resell it faster, right? And back to my point, because I want to finish my point, is there's 2 types of investors. Investors that get off plan, the best time to enter for them is initial phase pre-sale, pre-launch. When they exit, on handover. So they don't even have to pay the other half. That's when they start searching for buyers. And the other type of investors are the buyers that want ready properties. Those are cash buyers, heavy lifters. They come here, they want to live, they have money, they have families. They don't give a fuck.
Yes.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't want to wait. What was the price previously?
Exactly.
They go in, they they negotiate.
Exactly.
And the owner will wait. Okay, give me the offer. I will see, because I have multiple offers. Like this, whenever they want to decide to sell, the owners, they look at the multiple offers.
Exactly. So there's 2 different
crazy.
Investors during construction and ready buyers. Usually they feed into each other. Like, this one is an exit liquidity. We call it in crypto, it's funny. In crypto, we call it exit liquidity. That's how we call it. I will explain to you why. For example, if I buy a coin at $10, it goes to $12. And then you buy at $12 and I sell it at $12, you are my exit liquidity. And we make fun sometimes of this, in the crypto space.
Real estate in Dubai is very similar.
It's very much similar. I've been involved in crypto since 2018. I've been in NFTs, everything. I always compare this. Guys, you have to understand, especially because you are in crypto, real estate market in Dubai works very much like NFTs, which is smart agents give investors access to pre-sale. They get best price, best units, best NFTs, everything. And there's lots of people sitting on the sidelines with liquidity, which always flip properties. They sit on the sidelines, they get the best deals, they get into the project on a very, very initial phase, they have good connection. And then what happens is that when the project goes to market, which is handover, which happens also with NFTs, they dump in a sense. They sell it to the other investors, you know what I mean? The ready investors. So it's very much the same. I heard people in this market that are making money as fast as like 8 months to 1 year. They flip it like for profit, you know? And just tell me any other place in the world, and any of you guys, any other place in the world where you have luxury projects selling out in minutes.
No.
I can't tell any other. Like, it's just crazy.
Sobha is present in 9 different countries, but the headquarters is in Dubai. But Dubai, UAE, is the last place that Sobha entered, actually.
In Dubai, there is even lottery tickets to get a chance to buy the property.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to take tokens.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just like unimaginable. Like how you can sell the entire building in like 1 day, 24 hours, 1 hour.
You know why that's happening? Because it's like a snowball effect. Let's say I invested in Dubai 7 years ago with a developer. I made money, I sold. Of course, I will buy more. It's normal. So then, which means that the portfolio of investor is ever growing and growing and growing and growing. You know what I mean? So the people are recurring sometimes, because you'd be stupid if you make money into a deal, not to jump into another similar deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if it's with the same developer and everything.
You know what's interesting? So we talked about the $1 million investment, right? When you buy in Tokyo or some other place, actually the value of your property decreases next year.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
The value, there is a depreciation.
Yeah, because of the inflation and everything.
First, you need to put all the money. Your property is depreciating. Even if you rent it out, they're lucky if they are discussing, from 3 to 5% ROI. In Dubai, like 6-7% minimum net ROI is like normal here, right?
Exactly. Yeah, everybody's getting
8 to 12. You're looking for the options where you get from 8 to 12%. Yeah. In some cases at Sobha, we've seen 17% ROI. So when you're receiving money that fast and the value of your property is increasing, people are buying more. This is how the Sobha has increased like 5 times every year, for a few years. So at the end of the day, you have the good product. Everybody wants it, and you initially bought it to resell with a good appreciation, and you decide not to sell because there is too much demand for it, and you buy more. Yeah. This is what's happening.
That's why I'm asking you, because there is a lot of different developers here.
Yeah.
And all developers have their like strengths and weaknesses, right? So that's why I'm asking you, what is so special regarding to Sobha?
I will tell you something what's special regarding. So I won't name which developer, but I was meeting with another developer, representatives for them, and I told them, tell me top 3 developers in Dubai. And one of the top 3 developers in Dubai with regards to the quality was Sobha. So can you imagine other developers saying that Sobha, it's like
there is another thing I'll tell you.
Quality in Dubai.
All the developers actually say, wherever you go, whoever you talk to, we are second from Sobha. So, we are the best and we are the second after Sobha. This is how they're describing, because there is no other way,
Yeah,
I guess, and for people that want to, dive deeper into what we are talking about and get a clearer picture, go watch this video right here. Can we put it on the screen? We'll put it on the top.
Nailed it.
If you watch this video at the end, you can also watch it. You'll understand exactly the attention to details, the showroom that they have, how they present things, the quality, the materials they are using, everything. It's very well put together.
There are some secrets that only Brad could. Those are the secrets that we should show.
We got.
So
I know.
we got exclusive access.
I hope you don't get fired. I hope you don't get fired for that.
I hope it doesn't go to the management of Sobha.
Guys, imagine they have like 30 to 60 deals per day.
Yes. We're closing with at least like 100 million is normal every day for Sobha.
100 million.
Closing 100 million.
Imagine 30 to 60 properties, like deals per day.
Yeah.
That's like 3 billion a month.
Exactly.
Like one. It's crazy, man. We have a big market share, but you can see why. Like you guys are building not projects. You're building master communities.
Yes.
That's
Sobha is
the
famous for luxury communities, developing luxury communities.
And tell us a little bit what differentiates yourself from others, because I know as you grow a group of companies like Sobha, you need to get control of everything, all the process, like from the construction, the materials, the furniture. You need to get control. You need to cut down the costs. You need to make sure there's quality there. So can you tell us a little bit more with regards to the Sobha group? What exactly they own? What exactly they do themselves?
What Sobha is doing is very interesting, So as I said, we are only developing in Dubai.
Yeah.
If we consider United Arab Emirates as United States, let's say, right? So Dubai is the New York.
Yeah.
And Abu Dhabi is the Washington, let's say, right?
Yeah.
So we're not investing in Washington. If you want to make money, it is in Dubai.
Yeah.
Right? There are very simple 3 locations in Dubai, basically. There is a prime location, there is a potentially prime location, and there are far locations. Far locations, if you invest into the far location, which is basically like JVC, like Silicon Oasis, these are the places where long-term rentals are there. So people who live there, who work in Dubai, right? So they like to rent there because it will be a lower price. The appreciation is there, usually at around 5%. If you go into the prime location, which are the prime locations? This is Marina, Palm, and Business Bay downtown, basically, right? There is no more plot left there. So the prices, if you want to buy from there, you're going to become like maybe 5th or 10th owner of the property.
Yeah.
So who was the very first one? They made a lot of money if they exited at the right time.
Yeah.
Now, potentially prime location. Now, as you said, Dubai is not a government. It is a government, but it is more like a business, very well managed business. So there is a price for every plot. Is it a far location? It has a plot. It has a price. Is it a potentially prime location? Why potentially prime location? Because there is an infrastructure. Yes, there are investors for what was the numbers for the last 10 years? And there is a prediction for the next 10 years. So how government is using the money that is coming from the investors, and there is a government expenditures as well. Government expenditures, where they are targeting their expenditures. They're targeting into developing the schools, hospitals, roads, metro, infrastructure, and only those developers who are seeing this master plan of the city, strategic plan, they are, having the best capital appreciation. Again, if you go into the prime location, Marina, downtown, Business Bay, you have to put all the money and you can cash out, cash flow for like around 6 to 7% ROI, right? But if you go to the potentially prime location, which when the project is completed, when the community is ready, then people will be like, wow, brand new, everything, latest, everything.
Yes.
Then the price is doubling, tripling there.
Exactly.
This is what's happening. This is the strategy of Sobha. The Heartland one in the heart of the 2 downtowns.
Yes.
All sold out.
2 downtowns, by the way, it's the normal downtown where is the Burj Khalifa and everything. And the second downtown, we say it's second downtown, it's like Creek Harbor.
Exactly.
So
the new downtown Dubai Creek Tower is going to be much taller than Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
So we have 3 line projects. All comes to the location when you invest into property.
I think that's the hottest location, Mohammed bin Rashid City. That area right there, it's like the hottest you can get into right now. I mean, if you're thinking to invest for the next 3 to 5 years.
Absolutely, yes. This is the next potentially prime location.
Yeah. If you're thinking 5 to 10 years and you don't mind, then Palm Jebel Ali definitely. 10 years, 15 years, that area. But again, we are looking for quick flips in a sense, especially if you're an investor that is looking for capital appreciation and is looking to allocate some of his capital for the next 2 to 3 years. And when he sells it to buy next time crypto, he will already make like double his money. Then 100% MBR in Dubai, it's one of the best places to invest your money.
Yeah. What we are seeing at Sobha from the first community that we developed is that there is a big shortage of the luxury properties because investors, because it is off plan, right? There are 226 developers, performing, selling, right? And Sobha is now second.
Yeah.
Because MR is backed by the government.
Yes.
They're selling just the name. So, all due respect to all the developers, of course, right? Sobha is backing up. We'll come to this point. Sobha we've started what we offered in the brochure, and in the reality, investors are really loving this.
Yeah.
So we see that when the other developers, other projects, they say it is luxury, but it is not properly backed up to the details. Then even if everything is nice, you will have a feeling something is wrong, right? Have you ever felt that?
Yeah.
When you enter the community of Sobha, when you enter the apartment, the foyer, everything feels right because it goes through 3 levels of quality check. Can you imagine 3 levels of quality check? So everything is thought through, and this is what really amazes me. So Heartland 2, among 10 projects at Sobha, is the number 1 biggest demanded project because limited inventory.
Yeah.
Limited inventory. Heartland 1, Heartland 2, Sobha 1, these 3 projects are the only family-oriented resort-style communities in the middle of the 2 downtowns.
It feels like a hotel, Feels like luxury.
Everybody wants to live there. Lagoons, 40 plus amenities. This is going to be very hot spot.
Pool there. It's an not infinity pool, but a huge
lagoon.
Pool.
They call it
Yeah. So basically, there are schools, everything. This is where at the end of the day, who is buying the property, right?
Yeah.
End users.
Yeah.
When the end users buy the property, they don't want to resell it. Why? Because they have schools. They have within minutes they're reaching to the downtown anywhere they want.
Exactly.
So if we compare Dubai again to New York, right? Where do you think is going to be the Manhattan? Now I'm giving out a little secrets, and I'll be giving out a little secrets about Sobha as well. So from the downtown currently to the new downtown, this area is gonna be the new Manhattan, the global business and financial hub. There is a plan, D33, D2040 plan. So only those developers who are looking to this vision and investing. So the property is gonna be ready by 26, 27, right?
Yeah.
And in reality, when you see that, compare it to Business Bay or even the Creek, where it is everything about the business, no schools, no family oriented.
I feel this is too much. Like downtown, it feels too much commercial, too much retail. I feel it's too much commercialized. And then Business Bay, I feel like it's too much corporate. It's too corporate. And then there's a need in the market for family-oriented communities.
Exactly.
Master communities where you just, if you want, you just wake up, you take it slow in that day. You're not bothered by, workers running around and people with papers and, this and that, or people going shopping in the rush hour or the mall and everything, you know what I mean? And what I love about Dubai, and this is something very interesting, like smart developers are doing exactly that. They're not building projects, they're building master communities. They understand the value of building around infrastructure, or at least building in locations where the government will build infrastructure.
Exactly.
That's what brings value. If you can reduce it down to a very simple concept, let's say you buy a plot of land somewhere on the countryside, right? You create a house for you. The moment they will come and they will make a road to your property will increase in value. If they put a school near to you, your property will increase in value. It's just basic concept, right? The more access you have to more things like shops, amenities, the more your property is valued,
And Sobha have a really great relationship with the government.
Yeah. Mr. PNC man, because half of the money we are donating to we have Sobha has, the founder of the company. They have villages, hospitals, the whole different, everything in India, and they're donating a lot of money. Well, they signed a pledge to donate half of their earnings back to the society.
But I think government trusts Sobha because of the quality, and they give them great locations.
Yes.
Because still you're talking about one of the best locations for the near future.
Not everybody can develop in Meydan. True. Government did not trust to develop in Meydan to everybody.
Yeah.
Giving big chunks of land. Yes.
Yeah. They control. That's what I like. This city is being developed on a very controlled manner and very planned. Make no mistake, those people are not handing over authorizations like in Western world, like in Europe, like in other countries.
Not like you're paying more money. And
bro, like I'm telling you, I'm from Romania. Romania, you cannot build. First of all, everybody builds. If you want to build something, you just buy a plot of land. Doesn't matter. This is a house. This is a building. You build whatever you want there. You know. But also, if you want to build something in Romania, you cannot build if you don't give like how do you call it? Money to the people in power, like the bribing, exactly. You cannot build anything if you don't bribe, but that's not the case here. Like I feel like they have this vision
D33 and D2040 strategic plan.
Exactly. If you just look at those, just Google them right now, watch them, you'll understand the broader vision of Dubai, and you'll understand why so much people feel confident, so many investors feel confident to put their money in Dubai, because they see the vision. If that guy, the leader, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has been able to bring his vision from desert, bro, from dunes of desert to this point, bro, this is peanuts from now on. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a rocket.
Already proved with the exact numbers for many decades.
Exactly.
Already.
Like it's like a rocket. When you launch it, it's like the hardest part, but once it's the escape velocity is like easy, you know. It's the same concept. If he was able from dirt or from sand to get to this point, from this point to his vision, it's like.
But I like that you said that there is a vision, but there is a strategy. Strategy, it's what will be, and it is already in making. That's why it's strategy.
You know what's interesting?
So one person give a vision, other people, okay, you give us vision, we need to have a strategy, and then we start working on it.
What most people don't know is that the government and the leaders here, they invest a lot on attracting talent. Like the guy, my friend that used to work for them for 5 to 10 years, his job was to literally, he had access to unlimited resources, he had access to money, connections, everything. His job was to go and headhunt big boys from outside. I'm not talking about investors. I'm talking from minds, bright minds, in economics, in finance, in construction, whatever. You know what I mean? They will just go to other countries where those people are not shining because they are not allowed by the system, and they will fly them into Dubai. They will give them everything they need, resources, and then they will just let them do their job.
They just say like, we give you anything. Can you do that? What is in our minds?
Yeah. It's just like, Richard Branson. You heard about Richard Branson?
Yeah.
It's
Virgin.
one of World Wars. Exactly. Virgin. He owns like lots of billion-dollar companies.
By the way, in Dubai, a lot of stores.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, my point here is that, somebody asked him once, like, what's the recipe of your success? And he said, look, if you can boil it down to one simple thing, is find people that are smarter than you, give them resources, show them the vision, and get the fuck out of their way.
Yeah. Let them do the job.
Let them do the job.
The same thing with Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Right? They only, if people, they're not more smart, they're not smarter, then why would they be with me, for example?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I love regarding to Sobha, that they have in-house team, right? As you said.
Yes. So the important thing is, in my opinion, Sobha has to be higher price. But how, as a premium developer, premium community developer, how Sobha is keeping the prices low for these luxurious properties is that everything in-house. Let's take any other developer. What they're doing is they're, negotiating with the land, they're buying the land, they're doing the design of the project, they're hiring some third-party contractors, and there are 10 different third-party contractors from, who is doing the fundament, who is doing the landscape, who is doing the interior, who's doing exterior furniture and the facade, everything, right? At Sobha, under the Sobha group, under the umbrella of Sobha, there are 8 group of companies.
Yeah.
Starting from the design up until the post-handling of the properties. Sobha is the only developer who is living up to the guarantee with the 10-year warranty.
I like what you're saying, because it's like, at the same time, you increase the quality and decrease the price.
Exactly. And these 8 companies, they are not working for profit. But if you're working as hiring subcontractors,
They will
each
start.
of the company have to make their profit.
Yes.
Here and there, they will cut corners. At Sobha, it is not
Cut
possible.
corners like it's a big cheese that is laying, and a lot of rats is like eating the cheese.
Exactly.
But when you have your own company, your own team, it's just you're playing a different game.
So what I like about Sobha is, in my life, I have never pitched something that I'm not confident about.
Of course.
Right? So it was very hard to, get into the market, learn a lot about it. And then it took a lot of time. So to understand. And once I, joined Sobha and I saw what is happening from inside, just like the government of Dubai, that the top leaders, they're relaxed, not greedy, right? And they want everything to the perfect level. The same thing about Sobha. I love the leaders who are, managing the company, taking with the vision, is that they're not greedy. The only strings that they pull is quality.
Yeah.
So we have a famous saying that Sobha is not following international standards. We are creating them. Sobha is creating the international standards.
I love that.
Where else you have, for example, 3 levels of quality check, even from there are government checks as well.
Yeah.
And government, we talk to a lot of people and they love checking Sobha, because in other developers, there are lots of defects, lots of things to be done. Well, when we talk about the defects, we're not talking about the improvements at all. But at Sobha, one of the last projects came out with a near 0 defect from the very first team, which means it goes to the second independent quality controllers.
Mm-hmm.
Third, all of the quality team, they report directly to the chairman. The only concern that he has, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
In the Middle East, he's like 12th or 13th, right? Mr. PNC Menon. So there is nothing he will lose,
And
right?
how the hell they never miss the contract date? I don't understand.
That's another thing.
A lot of
Sobha has never been late in delivering. In fact, it's like 3 to 6 months earlier delivering. Yeah. Because everything in-house. We're controlling the time, delivery, everything is project management.
Yeah, you don't rely on third parties. That's very smart.
So Sobha is like, Sobha is quality over delivery. What else?
Under promise and over deliver.
Yeah, what Brad said, right? He found the right words for Sobha. I've never heard about it, but it exactly describes Sobha. Yeah.
But it's exactly how sales should work. Because sale is not when you make one sale. Sales is all about relationship with the person with whom you will make sales the whole life. Yeah. Because in Sobha, I saw how many people are actually running in that place. I was showing the video to Steph. Steph was like, holy shit, this woman was like so near Brad, like, This type of, there's a lot of people there. Everybody's talking, discussing something. The rooms are always filled. And even the cash machine is like
non-stop, right? Non-stop. Yes.
Non-stop.
Hey, let's discuss a little bit about this aspect, which is one of the reasons I think Dubai real estate market is booming, and that's the fact that you can literally buy real estate with anything. You can buy real estate with cash, you can buy real estate with crypto, you can buy real estate with gold,
and distantly.
Exactly.
Online.
Nobody cares like source of funds, this and that. See, that's freedom that comes only from independent states. When states can take their own decisions, they are not dependent on NATO and Europe and this other like communist,
But still, guys, for us, buying real estate, using like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever.
It's just crazy, man. I have many people from the US, coming and they buy property because they don't want to pay capital gains in the US, you know what I mean? Because if they would declare it, like it makes no sense. Like if I made an investment, I was smart enough, I took the risk. Why would I have to share 50% with you? That's in the US. It's like 30, 40%, sometimes even more. But now Europe is catching up with US. Like just seen today, Italy is going to increase. Let me tell you exactly because I
some of the European countries are surpassing already US probably.
Man, let me get crazy. Italy, okay?
Just what? Excuse me, for nature?
This is
so Italy to raise capital gains from 26 to 42. So imagine you were smart enough and savvy enough to take a risk and invest for like 100K and you made $1 million in like 2 years, right? And then the government comes and says, congratulations. Now give us 500K.
Exactly. Yeah.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Exactly.
But pay us first.
It's like
Give us
that
500K.
taking half of your heart, right?
It's like,
Yeah.
man, I remember when I was in Romania, because I had many businesses there, and it was like small tax, like whatever it was, like, you know what I mean? Like
You still
3%, 5%. Man, I was such pain when I was
the same
had to
thing.
give
Yeah,
them like,
yeah.
but did the government work with me? They sweat with me? They stress with me? No, they didn't do anything. You know what I mean for me?
If they do anything, is okay, but they are trying you not to succeed.
Exactly.
They're like checking everything
So
fine.
it just doesn't make sense. You make 1 million, you have the option to either spend it 500K and give it to the government. That's it. You lose the money. Or you have the option to change your tax residency. You move to Dubai, you make an investment here. Man, I will take this option any day of the year. Like instead of giving them $500,000 for nothing and I just lose this money, I would rather go to Dubai, get my tax residency there, set up a company, whatever, and then I spend this 500K and enjoy life.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But right now we're talking to actually like crypto individuals. Guys, you're young. You have time.
Yeah.
You can go explore and see like what is Dubai? Because you said the great point in the previous podcast regarding to traveling. Try it, travel, see it by your eyes, and still you don't have families, you don't have, you know, a lot of responsibilities. You can try, so do it. Because when you become older, you have this type of like kids, you have responsibilities, you have businesses, so it's harder to move.
You need a different perspective if you just live in your own box and running the rat race, you know, constantly. You don't have, if you don't have another perspective to compare yourself or your life, you will never succeed. Like I remember when I first came to Dubai like years ago, man, I was making like 10K a month and I felt like I was US dollars and I felt like I was so rich because, you know, people that didn't have money. And when I moved here, I realized like, man, there's people here spending that money in a night.
Yeah.
So, but that's perspective, right? So when I went
like
back,
cultural shock. What's happening?
exactly,
right?
you know what I mean?
Leaving, exactly.
And you understand, it's not even about the money, right? It's also about the opportunities. And when you see so many people here doing very well, making money, being successful, it just inspires you and it motivates you. It gives you like energies, it gives you motivation, it gives you hope.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you see like somebody, like let's say me and you, we move here to Dubai, right? And then I see you succeed in 6 months. I will get motivated. I will want to succeed as well.
So like, come on, we moved at the same time with the same resources.
Yeah.
What happened?
And I guess that's the beauty about Dubai is that 90% of the people that live here are expats. So they all come with the same thing in mind. From the low working jobs, from like the high CEOs, they all come with the same thought in mind, which is to live in a nice place, safe place where they can enjoy their money, they don't get taxed, and they can grow their wealth and get access to opportunities.
Yeah.
But why you chose Dubai? I'm curious.
Yeah.
What was the first thing
Bro,
you have
this is
ever
crazy.
heard regarding to Dubai?
Well, there is nothing to be ashamed of, right? I mean, when I first came to Dubai with the invitation of one of my partners from my previous business, but I'll be honest, he failed me. So you know what? I had to live in the mosques. I had to spend night in the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through those stages. I came on a minus because I was involved in tourism business with the COVID, everything, you know, what happened. So I had a lot of debt. I burned all my bridges and came. Well, what am I going to lose?
Yeah.
You know? So, and then full focus on real estate. As I said, it took a lot of time to clearly understand the positioning of, you know, how Dubai is positioning itself, why everybody is coming here, to first understand that fully. And then there are a lot of developers. You can sell this, you can sell that, you know, but which one is positioning themselves how, right? So I learned a lot. And then, you know what? I had 50 meetings, no closure. Can you imagine? So can you imagine how many calls I did, how many messages I did? I learned from the investors, from the long-time investors. I learned from the brokers. The beginning, I would even say, you know, 1 year or 1.5 years, it was purely investment effort, not even sweat. It was blood. Then it started with each, you know, meeting. I'm giving the exact unit. So look, I'm a sales manager at Sobha, right? My job is to give you the unit that is going to be sold within, if you not, it is going to go. Yes, we have inventory, but you have to be smart to choose the best view, the best layout, right? The best floor.
For specific needs.
If it is looking at the community, it has to be lower floor. If it is looking at the skyline downtown, it has to be higher floor. There is everywhere, you can find the best unit of the moment. This is very important.
It's very interesting what you're just saying right now. It's part of your experience and story. It's like people have to understand there's a learning curve, and more than anything, people in crypto, they understand this. Like, remember when you first started in crypto, 100% you didn't win money for the first 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
That's the same with anything. Like with you, your case, it's in real estate. You started first. There's a learning curve. When you start this period, you learn, but you have to not give up. You have to keep committed. You have to be there, show up.
Lose. This is how you learn, right?
Once you escape that, the learning curve goes up, and then you can close deals, and it just goes higher and higher.
I think it's like God is just watching on you and say like, oh, can you do that?
And you know what's interesting? Sometimes in life, we only change. It's funny how the universe works. I'm going a little bit deep into this, but I think it makes sense, for your story. Like, isn't it funny how you came here for another purpose and then you found your purpose? Like you said, you came with a business partner, whatever, things didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then you found your way and now you're in a good career path.
You actually think that Dubai is famous for tourism, right?
Yeah.
Because I was expert in tourism. I was, property management expert. I thought I would do this thing. But I see that, the number one demand is, well, of course, after auto industry, because, Dubai is still a hub for car buying, selling, these luxury cars and everything. So real estate is the second GDP generator. Can you imagine real estate? So the government is transitioning from the oil into tourism into real estate.
Yes.
This is
very
because
smart.
Everybody wants to come to
and financial
here.
Products.
If you're $100,000, right, you coming to Dubai, those are the people who are becoming millionaires. If you are coming with a million, you're becoming multi-million. Where else? Only in Dubai you can be that.
Yeah.
Only in Dubai because of the demand.
It's funny because you remember we had the Islam, we trained with him and we did a similar type of video podcast here. Different developer, different concepts. He's working with a hotel developer, but very similar story. He came here like 10 years ago, a little bit, but he said, bro, initially when I came here, I wasn't making any fucking money. Like I was living with 8 people in the same bedroom. I was taking showers at the gym because, my toilet was too dirty.
Yeah.
But then something happened. You know what I mean? He stick with his, he believed in himself. He stick with the same plan and everything. And then he started making money. And now he has like Bentleys and Pateks, like 100K watches and everything. So I love seeing those type of stories. And back to your point, I think Dubai, maybe it's not exaggeration, it's not the only, but it's the best bet you have. There are other places where you can have access to opportunities. But in my opinion, especially for our audience, people like young entrepreneurs in crypto, in Web3, it's one of the best places where you can make money and you can build something.
Yeah, the huge city always try to take your soul, try to shake you a little bit before giving you something. I think that a lot of people that are coming from small cities here, they are really impressed by the power of the city. Yes, there's a lot of opportunities, but it will try to shake you, try to
Bro, because why? Because to create something new, exactly. You know what it is? To create something new, you have to destroy old.
Burn the bridges,
destroy what's old, because you come, especially us, like from like Europe and look like this side of the world, like Russia and so on, like we come with a mentality which is post-communist, if you ask me, what I mean? So then you have to go through a period where you rewire your mind, you rewire your beliefs and everything.
You need to
adapt,
wipe away.
Yes,
you say like you want to live here, wipe everything that you know from your previous life, because here it's different rules.
Exactly.
Different
if
energy,
you play by the same rules that you are conditioned to play in Russia or in Romania, you might end up in jail. Many times.
One of the things that I like to say back in my country, right, in Uzbekistan. So if you are buying a property in Uzbekistan, right, in Tashkent, the capital, let's say, who are you going to sell? The same thing about any other country. Who are you going to sell it back to?
The same
I know
people.
exactly who.
Uzbek.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
same people, the same
Yes.
nationality. Maybe if there is a war or something, from the neighboring, maybe they will
But
come.
they buy it because of needs, bro. They don't buy it as an investment.
In Dubai,
No.
it is 200
investment.
plus, 200 plus nationalities. So sometimes I have difficulty, not difficulty, just to getting the idea, trying to understand, okay, where you come from, why are you asking me this question? Then you understand, and then you try to explain the, this 200 plus nationality perspective.
It's very interesting. Let me show you something. I mean, I will show you something because I have some information from Damak. Damak is the biggest privately held developer, right? And one of their most selling projects, the biggest projects they have, they send me statistics with regards to the buyers and nationalities of the buyers. You'll be surprised. Most of the people won't know exactly which nationalities. You'll be surprised.
It's alpha.
So, for example, Indian number 1,
number 1.
Pakistani number 2, British number 3, American number 4, Egyptian number 5, local 6, UAE, 7 Iranian, Turkey, Canadian, Bangladesh, 11 Russians. Then Netherlands, Jordan, Chinese, Dominican. Where I'm going with this is that many people say, the Russians left. They're not buying anymore. Shut the fuck up. Like Russians, they maybe they had an influence on the market, but they didn't move the market. The real players, the big players are actually the other nationalities. You know what I mean?
Completely.
Like, yeah, Russian, they were great, but they impacted a lot like the ultra luxury segment because they came floating with the money, and because of the war and everything, they buy it left and right. So it was like a peak, right? But the momentum in the market right now is sustained by the same nationalities, which are the ones that I just told you about. Big countries, and it makes sense because those countries, they have billions of people. India has 1.5 billion of people. Of course, there's rich people there. Asia the same. China.
Take only 0.1%.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So
Yeah, but I think that a lot of people are, when they come to Dubai, they don't even think that you can live here. They just go buy a holiday home. They want to spend some time here. But as I mentioned before, you need to raise your mind. It's you need to change to live in this city.
Pay attention to the energy, that is in Dubai. Everybody who is full of power, who want to make something happen, they're coming to Dubai. So it's very competitive, very competitive. So, okay, people with the money, right? They're coming to invest. Why? Because these people who, want to change something in their life, right? Coming from zero, like me, for example, right?
yeah.
Starting from absolute scratch, who are saying, give me the challenge and I will overcome this, right? So it's not like just us guys. It's everybody, 200 plus nationalities. That's why I mentioned this.
Yeah.
And at Sobha, we have 70 plus nationalities,
Working as employees.
As an employees.
Yes.
70 plus.
That's what I love. Like even us with our company, we don't have as many, but still we have 8 different nationalities, I think.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Nobody is local.
Look, it's not about the
Everybody's
nationality
different.
or the color of the skin or religion or anything. It's about the vibe, the energy,
Exactly.
and the mindset of the people you work with,
Yeah, because it's so, stupid that...
Like, for example, our cameraman, Ahmad, he doesn't know how to play billiard, but it's okay, it's fine. We still accept him.
have it here. You have billion. Especially because he cannot play it. Another interesting thing that, I personally don't like to talk about religion or the politics, but if anybody is interested, in politics, I heard some things that, what if, for example, UAE will start a war with some other country?
No.
Crazy thing is, it's a bit maybe not right to say this, but wherever there is a war or wherever something happens in the world, it is positively affecting Dubai.
For you, that's it.
Right?
That's correct. It's not happening random. I'm telling you, it's not randomly happening because of universe or law of attraction. It's happening because the leaders, they see when those things are happening and they capitalize on them in a very smart way.
Yeah,
They are proactively working towards that.
And for example, why UAE is keeping a very good relation with every nation? No, actually, why every other nation is having very positive relation with the UAE? Why? Because let's simply take Iran, Russia. Billions of their money, of their population's money, is invested into UAE.
Yeah.
Africa, wherever you take. So everybody is very good in good relationship with the UAE. because where else you'll find the most protected ownership rights for the property.
Yeah.
Everything is on the highest.
Yeah, people feel safe
standard.
here, man, and not only from a living perspective. That's already known fact. It's also from an investment perspective. People feel safe. It's as bulletproof as it gets, in my opinion.
Bulletproof is a good word for it.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
bulletproof.
I mean, you could just if you are smart, just look what happened again. COVID, wars, whatever happened. Like, just study what happened in other parts of the world and what happened in Dubai with the investors and so on. It's like, it's easy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff today. I like it.
Yeah.
Because this is this is the first podcast about real estate.
Yeah.
We want to uncover.
We did
that.
a couple of them about clients,
Yeah.
services, and so on.
Yeah, I believe that it's all about some science. We just met you. We created a beautiful piece of content, and now you're the first guy here regarding to real estate. We'll just continue doing it, but still, we got a great foundation, I think, today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. We can wrap it up.
It's been absolute pleasure, to brainstorm, to talk with the like-minded people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope.
It was a very casual conversation, right? Like a friendly conversation.
Yeah. Sharing. Well, we gave up some secrets. Hopefully it will be, useful for the audience.
Look, our goal with those videos is to educate people and to provide them unbiased, valuable insights.
Yeah.
That's why we always say, and we will always say, we don't care if you buy from Sobha, if you buy from other developers. All we care about is that you get the right information and that you are educated when you make a decision to invest somewhere. You have the right to know exactly what you're paying for and what you're getting. And so I guess that's
your audience, people, should work, crypto investors, right? Everybody should know the right people, those who understand them.
Yes.
You, for example, you guys are the crypto, anything that I have regarding crypto, I talk to you. I ask Brad, I ask Angelina, for example, right? So it is very important that they contact with the right person who knows their interest, who will protect their interest.
Exactly.
And who knows the market really well. So it's not just one-time thing. The same thing like our relationship, right? It is built on the trust. It is built on the loyalty. It is built on you making money, I'm making money.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Of course, like we are not in the business of finding new clients all the time. We are in the business of finding clients and building relationships with them that hopefully will last a lifetime. Yeah. Because the same people that we help them invest now, if we make them money, they will buy again and again and again and again, and they will refer clients to us. It's funny. It's so stupidly easy if you just focus on quality of service and looking after the best interests of your investors. It's stupidly easy, but most people like to overcomplicate things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Other agents, it's like, no, you have to do this and run ads and use these tactics and these strategies. Just do your research, do your homework, find the best project, connect with developers, get the best relationships with them, and look after your investors, and you'll have a business. I
love the way your approach, how you. Looking into this, it's like 1% out of 100. I know, because I'm working with lots of different, different real estate broker companies, but their approach is just to take one of our, very good design images and advertise they're selling this, and they want to, generate leads and sell this as fast as possible. But why? Yeah. How? What is the future? What is the goal?
Exactly. Are you serving the needs of the clients? Because in reality, as good of a project that Sobha has, maybe some investors, it's not the best investment form for them. Maybe they need to buy commercial. Maybe they need to buy, other things. So for us, it's always when we connect with somebody, with a new potential investor or something, we take the time, we sit down with them, and we more than anything, we try to understand the requirements, because sometimes people have an idea of something they want to invest into, but it's not the right thing for them many of the time. So we sit down with the investor, we get all his requirements, and then we advise them. We don't push them into sales. We just give him options based on our experience, based on our expertise, and then he can take his own decisions. Yes. And we always mention this, like, it doesn't matter for us who you work with. Our job is to look after you and your best interest, and a consultant, and represent you in the relationship with the developer to make sure you get the best deal and you make the most money. So guys, that being said, if you are looking to deploy some capital from your crypto portfolio to diversify your crypto portfolio here in Dubai, definitely check us out. There's a link in the description of this video, and you can book a free consultation call with one of our representatives. We have Brad, we have Angelina, we have myself. We have so many people at OneLink Group that are ready to help you make a educated and good decision based on your requirements.
You can just watch the videos that we're filming just for you, so you don't need to come to Dubai to make the decision.
Exactly.
And the most importantly, we're waiting for October, November, whatever it is. Let's wait for skyrocketing the crypto, and let's buy some real estate to invest, to make some money, and to live in.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much
Absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
Till next time. Hopefully we'll have you next
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Cheers.